Ajinkya Rahane, your captain.
No. It is going to be Venkatesh Iyer because Venkatesh Iyer was bought for 23.75 crores. If you are looking at a new 3-year cycle where KKR have to ensure that you need a young captain, you need a guy who can carry forward the legacy and ensure they are a solid unit, then it makes sense to have Venkatesh Iyer as your captain for a 3-year cycle. Ajinkya Rahane is just there as a backup. And because Venkatesh Iyer is going to start in every game, I don't see Ajinkya Rahane starting in every game. Which is why I think you want a captain who's going to start every game. And Rahane, when you look at his T20, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Rahane isn't captaining Mumbai in the Syed Mushtaq.
No, he isn't. He isn't. Shreyas Iyer is.
So, Rahane is a red ball captain.
No, but that's because you have a Shreyas Iyer in that. No, in this team, even Venkatesh Iyer is untested.
Yeah.
So, I am not sure who is it that you can go up. The only person with captaincy experience and who's a good captain is Ajinkya Rahane. I think the only problem here is how do you fit him into the 11?
Yes.
If he shows the form of 2 seasons ago that he showed with CSK, then I see no problem. He fits in, becomes the perfect captain. If he does not, and if you're not risking to go with him, that's where your problem arises. Then you need to look at a Venkatesh Iyer or a Rahane who also didn't have great returns, or a Russell, or even a Rinku Singh. I don't know who you look at. But right now, it's all up in the air. But the best captaincy option, purely on captaincy, I think Ajinkya Rahane is the best option.
He won the Ranji Trophy last time around. He's still captaining Mumbai in the Ranji Trophy. It's midway. It's just 5 games in between. You have the S match, so that's why you have Shreyas Iyer there. But I think that it a very high possibility that Ajinkya Rahane captains, because KKR as a franchise is a really smart franchise. They've really done smart buys. They know how to go about their business. They haven't ever really previously gone with a sort of newish captain. Shreyas Iyer was a seasoned campaigner. They made Dinesh Karthik a captain. They've made Ian Morgan their captain. So they have made captains who sort of aren't the best options as far as getting them into the 11 is concerned, but they are really good captains and they've turned out to be really good captains.
Okay,
so Ajinkya Rahane could be that one option who I think could captain KKR. Otherwise, there was no other reason to go for Ajinkya Rahane. You know why? Because I'll tell you why. Because if it was Angresh Raghuvanshi to play at number 3 by the side that we are going at, they have other options like money. They had Powell at number 3. They also bought in a Moeen Ali. You did not need many batting options for that number 3 position. So I think the reason to go after him could also be that he's captaining, that he could be a captain option.
Okay, if that is the case, then there are 2 individuals in that side who have had solid white ball captaincy. One is Sunil Narine, but his tenure with Abu Dhabi Knight Riders in the ILT20 was a disaster. Okay, they finished bottom of the table. Andre Russell is also kind of captaincy material when you have to look at it. Now you're saying the guys who KKR have picked, they have had solid captaincy experience in the past. You spoke about Brendan McCullum, you spoke about Gautam Gambhir, you spoke about Owen Morgan. But KKR might not now want to look at it, otherwise then it just doesn't justify the price by which they bought Venkatesh Iyer for. Because he's not an all-rounder. I mean, let's be very, very honest about it. He isn't a bowling all-rounder, he's a batter who can be the captain.
Okay, let's try and rate this team. How do you think the squad is? We tried to make the 11. The squad is, of course, much bigger. You can see the squad also on top. I'll start with the one weakness that I see. I do see a couple of weaknesses. One in their opening batting, because I don't know how long the Narine experiment will work. It's worked sometimes, it's failed on more occasions than that. So do you continue with that? Secondly, both QDK, Gurbaz, QDK not playing international cricket, so I'm not 100% sure, how he's going to be. Gurbaz has also been hit and miss. So like a lot of other teams where openers scare you, I'm not really scared with KKR openers, and their fast bowling also. I know Harshit Rana was good form. Nokia, you don't know. He's been in full form so far. So they look at, a few other bowlers there that they have. They've got Umran, maybe they bring in again, really untested. So their fast bowling as well as their opening slots seem to be the weakness. They've got all bases covered. They bat very deep. but I think they're fast bowling and they're just opening, because you don't know which way the opening will go.
Fast bowling, they just have Harshit Rana, Nokia, Ramandeep, and Russell. Two are part timers, and one is okay and in the peak of his form. But Nokia, again, after what happened with him with Delhi last time, I'm not too sure about him either. Same batting also, but again, I feel Raghuvanshi is another option who can open if either one of the openers don't do well. So I think that still is sort of covered, but I think they need to be very smart about how they use their batters. You cannot be batting a Rinku and a Russell at 7-8 and then expect to win the IPL.
How would you rate this squad
6.5.
from 10?
Can we give 0.5 or does it need to be?
You can if you want to.
6.5.
Yeah, okay.
I'll rate it 6 out of 10.
I was being a little.
Yeah. I'm also not too. I'll go with you guys. 6. Yeah. Okay. 6. So not really the best looking.
I'm actually going 8.
You're going 8. Okay.
Because I think they've done exactly what they wanted to. They've kept their core, and as we've seen in the past, Mumbai CSK prime examples. You keep the core intact, you're likely to succeed. So I like what they did.